right. They do not have a supernova down below ground, but waiting for it. It's gonna be Boomy.
They're all sitting mid, watching mid one as he dances around the disco pony. Oh, Fisher into arrow doesn't connect. They do get the Fisher down and a Thunderstrike to follow. Always want to fly, trying to cut through the trees. Actually, a little misclick there, it feels like, and first blood spilled. He got caught up in the tree line, couldn't cut through.
Ooh, Medved is in trouble. He's sending the courier back. I think it would be much better if he died there. Now he's gonna die anyway, and already used the salve.
Yeah.
Oh, No-Tail knows. He's also gonna upgrade Sage's Mask. Ring of Bassi, 1.4 mana regeneration. That's almost 3 mana per second.
Action rune there for the Leshrac. And for the first time, oh, Sonic Wave
Iceberg
scream.
mid.
Iceberg just straight up annihilates the Leshrac, and I was gonna say, like, no one has.
This game, he's gonna buy one Nolly.
no. Yeah, like that Void Spirit game he had. Oh, Seb facing off against Iceberg, and the Sonic Wave takes down the Mirana. Iceberg just pops that illusion rune to get out of the Thunderstrike, but in comes mid one. Lift up, Aloha Dance by the space for Iceberg, who's glimpsed back into the Fisher. Great play with a split earth. OG. That's the setup we've been looking for. Good vision so far from FTM. Radiant Obs Ward scouting out in that jungle. You know, saw the Nagasara and now spots out Seb. OG have swung down south to find the Phoenix. Static Storm with Sumail's right clicks. Quite simple takedown there, but a hook shot in from General. This one lands. Sumail trying to get off the song. TP ready.
But they made a rotation. The problem is, Lifestealer is farming a bunch. Like, he has Sacred Relic 12 minutes in, which is pretty impressive.
Mid one hunting Aloha Dance. Yeah, they're looking for it. Always want to fly, dives in. Sunray and...
Is he gonna kill? Always want to
fly.
fly.
Is he gonna... No way. Left him alone top. There's no one here to react if VTune does get jumped on. They're smoked up. Fisher Static Storm, so he can't rage. Try to chase him down as they snipe his courier. Also, he does get the infest off into a range creep. VTune getting caught by mid one though. Lots of magic damage spilling back into the Lifestealer, and there it is. Radiant.
Like, Lifestealer is very hard to actually grab a kill on, but No-Tail with the, once again, a very nice Static Storm.
PM though finding mid one here potentially with a Supernova, damage over time from the Shadow Strike, and they also hook shot the Earthshaker, so Supernova lands. They protect the egg and a double kill for Iceberg. They lose their Lifestealer, but immediately
Lifestealer, which was a correct play. Iceberg with your Arcane Rune. Like, that should be a kill.
He's trying here. Sonic Wave, but a Yule's up from himself. At Fisher into Enchant Saxa. Oh, he doesn't have Echo Slam. He's going to try and give chase here, but doesn't get that Aftershock stun. And Iceberg, this salve up again. Queen of Pain back to pretty much full HP, jumping aggressively onto mid one. Dive from Always Want to Fly, and General hook shot in 5 seconds. TP from Seb, Mirana coming into play. Saxa with another great Fisher here. Mid one trying to get the split up. Yule's up. He's baited it. Now they catch the Queen of Pain, but she's still going to be able to take out mid one with help of Always Want to Fly. My god, mid one's still alive! Fade Bolt does clear him up. Seb gets arrowed by the Rubik. In comes No-Tail, and it is a massive brawl in this bottom lane, somehow around a tier 1 with no creep wave. Everyone diving in, looking for additional kills, and Clockwork dragged back into the Static Storm. A stun from the arrow comes up with that Lifestealer Radiance. Send some illusions top and blink in. Iceberg jumping mid one. They get a good Fisher and Kinetic Field, but VTune focusing Saxa rips the Earthshaker limb from limb as the Leshrac, deep in between 5 Radiant heroes, also slain.
Hit some extra creeps until I get the next item, but Lifestealer is ready right here, right now.
And they've caught Sumail. Arrow not going to connect with the hero, and Sumail just going to Song and TP as Seb has found a pick off in the back lines, taking down Always Want to Fly. Now telekinesis up into the Queen of Pain's damage. General looking for the hook shot, lining it up. Who's he going to go for? No-Tail, Seb, do you need to hook shot Seb here? He's waiting for the leap so he can maybe jump with the
nice
arrow. Iceberg now able to jump in, blink aggressively, but No-Tail's ready with the Static Storm and Sumail with mid one. The damage spilling out. Queen of Pain self-fuels with a wand and a blink, gets out of danger. Turns with a Sonic Wave. Mid one being cleared up, has to self-fuels, but he's only got 84 HP. One hit from Aloha Dance.
Hook shot connects on Sumail.
And General catches Sumail, takes down the Nagasara, and OG bleeding out the aggression from Leshrac. There really is no way to stand and fight as No-Tail walks up high ground. VTune says thank you very much, I'll take this one. General actually sniped it with a rocket flare there, but they've also got the ensnare and the hook shot onto 3 with a Supernova in the cogs they go.
3-man cogs.
OG trapped inside with a teamfight combo for FTM, beautifully executed. Seb does manage to leap out of danger, but my goodness.
And they're not stopping, like they're not giving OG time to recover. Alright, Always Wanna Fly is gonna die, it doesn't matter that much. Static Storm is ready, this is a big kill.
It sure is, and there it is. Static Storm him up. V-Tune trapped inside. Saxa chain stunning the Lifestealer. A huge kill and a huge Echo Slam is going to bring him very low, but he's not dead just yet. V-Tune has a rage. He's going to walk it off. No way is he allowed to live here.
No leaps. He's just too speedy. Phase boots. Let's check.
Very quickly dispatching with the Naga Siren. This could be an opening for Roshan. They're going to telekinesis up the Mirana middle. Still has a couple of leaps here. And your Scepter up and another arrow. There we go. Chain stunned into oblivion and a double kill for Iceberg. In general, Iceberg still looking to scout any heroes out. Sax's TP'd away, but Sumail still kind of stuck here. Pops his illusions. Queen of Pain coming in. Song. Animation cancelled because Iceberg is BKB'd up. And he's going to throw the Sonic Wave here to finish off Sumail.
Tier 2, Tier 3 towers.
They're trying to keep them on that opposite side of the map. As Aegis, 2.5 minutes on it. Sax out found by both FTM supports though. And dragged into the claws of V-Tune. Very happily takes up his mega kill streak. Finishes off a basher with the money as well. As top lane, Static Storm did come out, but the Yules cancels the TP of Lashrak. And Iceberg yet again helping out his Iceberg.
Very interesting talent choice. Level 20, not going for AoE Shadow Strike, instead goes for Spell Lifesteal. Once again, he's on top of Sumail.
And that arrow connecting with the BKB of Queen of Pain, Iceberg just blinks aggressively forward. Sumail dropping. And they're trying to chase down Seb. The Earthshaker cancels his TP, so Saxa not getting involved. One leap, 15-1 charges, attempt the TP, but they've got the Scepter to cancel it out. And Iceberg's ready here with Aloha Dance to chain stun down the Mirana. And another great successful chain link. He wants to stick around and fight here because he's got V-Tune arriving. Hookshot connecting with mid one. Trapped now inside the cogs. Limps back from No Tail with the self-fuels. Lashrak tries to get out of the cogs. Queen of Pain can still give chase though. Aggressive blink yet again with a Shadow Strike as V-Tune has shredded No Tail, who tried to give his life to save mid one, but it looks like he's going to die regardless. The godlike Queen of Pain. So it seems like he wants that additional bit of lockdown to try and catch them out. As the Moonlight Shadow, but the jump in immediately from FTM, finding the Naga Siren, and Sumail has been obliterated. FTM very swiftly destroying the structures of OG. Static Storm does catch out the Lifestealer, but he bashes mid one, and Lashrak's dead for a minute. The arrow's there, the Echo Slam does very
pushback.
V-Tune just stands his ground and battles through everything OG has. Down goes No Tail to Iceberg's Queen of Pain. One more scream will do the trick. In general, he's got the Lifestealer infested inside of him. Arrow there for the Blade Mail to try and turn back some of this damage. What's the Lifestealer like? Yeah, full HP. He's going to pop out. Arrow. Ooh, sidestep. But no!
Mirana.
Catches Seb. Sumail opens up his teammate getting taken down as V-Tune rages and GG's called. The first loss here for OG in the group stage up against FTM. Surprise!
I've been really impressed by the V-Tune, the way he plays. Maybe not that game on Phantom Lancer where he missed them.
And OG, here's the 4 heroes that came down to the bottom bounty runes. He gets a 2-man decay, Always Wanna Fly, still gonna fall as the clicks from OG, too powerful to handle, but General with a Battery Assault. Now, FTM bring numbers. Orb of Venom from V-Tune slowing down Sumail as they also focus down Seb with that Shadow Strike, doing good damage.
V-Tune's gonna die.
Fires up and he's gonna survive. V-Tune's about to fall, and Sumail, he is still alive. Turning now onto Iceberg, who doesn't have Blink, he's got Shadow Strike, and OG just punching down FTM one by one.
Last time I saw him Invoker against Viper, that did not end well. But top lane is just a disaster. Like what FlyToMoon wants to do is
500 gold away. Saxo trying to give him as much free space as possible. Waiting for the Dark Pack so we can fish up the Slark, but he didn't wait quite long enough. So V-Tune still opening up a potential kill on Seb. Focusing the Tombstone. Good roar onto Always Wanna Fly. Buys some space for Seb. Still gonna die though thanks to the Decay and Shadow Dance Dark Pack.
Yeah, OG is very good at pushing the towers, but here comes Tombstone. It's only level 1. Might be enough to buy some time. Always Fly and Aloha Dance out of mana. No one has mana on their team.
Except General, who hook shots onto 2 heroes. Sumail now trapped in the cogs. He's got 9-1 charges, but the Sonic Wave demolishes him as FTM. 5 heroes strong in that mid lane. Defend that tower. What's Iceberg doing? He's got TP in 2 seconds, Blink in 2 seconds. Does get clipped by the EMP, Blink TP down to the low ground, but the Fisher from Saxa is going to find him thanks to No-Tail scouting down into that
He
low
blocked
ground.
himself, or Saxa blocked him. GG. Blink.
I mean, where did he go?
Second. Nope.
Cannot get away. Iceberg way too deep, but
Take
save
off
up
a target. Usually you're very good at that. You have the Fusel Blade. Okay, mid lane, Aloha Dance just got level 6. Stole an EMP.
It does burn a lot of mid one's mana.
Oh, that's a nice
three
hook
with a
shot.
Sonic Wave as well. They pop the Eclipse and turn to fight General. The Clockwork will fall as No-Tail is the trade back. Oh, Saxa was looking to walk in there with the Echo Slam, but he's going to try and block off the Slark with the Fisher. OG regroup after losing their Chen. It was a
Here,
great
Fisher,
initiation
Fisher.
from FTM. Here, little Fisher. That looked perfect from FTM, and the Echo Slam with a Cold Snap, holding Queen of Pain in place. Iceberg again,
That's
just
the
out in the
buyback.
open, buys back now. He wants to continue this fight. They know that OG are out of mana. They jump in for the Queen of Pain, but still no kills to claim. The Luna falls snapped away, but doesn't get to the high ground. Now taken down as the Enchant Totem from Saxa.
They need to get more out of this.
The advance of FTM, they get the TP out with the rest of OG. But I think Saxa's dead here. Mid one. Mid one. Goes
There's
to
the
walk into
dust.
dust.
He's very speedy. 360. V2,
3
another
seconds
jump
for
in
hook
few
shot.
seconds.
Yeah, they've got the jump from Iceberg. They've got a hook shot here if they need it. Looks like the Pounce Leash will take down mid to find him. And OG here with a Roar. Start things off onto Iceberg's Queen of Pain. They do have the Blink Enchant Totem and an Echo Slam onto the 2 heroes there. Queen of Pain dies because Rubik and Undying got a little bit too close. Saxa does lose his life in the exchange. But FTM trying to give chase still. No-Tail surrounding General with all sorts of little creepies. Hellbear and Sata slowing him down, and Hand of God, but no mana to use them right now. As always want to fly, Cold Snapped. Being found by mid one. Does get a hook shotted. General committing onto the Invoker, but the backup of Saxa, Seb, and the rest of OG arriving on the scene now as General. They do lift up mid one, but a full snap away. The heal comes out from Chen, the Deafening Blast back, and the Undying about to fall. Loosen Beam will finish him off. Stolen Fisher making a nice little V shape there up on the high ground, but Queen of Pain has blinked in aggressively again, and Cold Snap into
will
Roar.
be shared between summons and the heroes. Slark Blade Mail, use it.
Well, he's going to hold it, pounces into the cogs, but the Force Stamp out gets Saxa away from danger, and the Echo Slam catches both of them. Slark and Clockwork, they tried to turn around onto this mid-one Invoker. He Shadow Dance and TPs, they have Enchant Totem, they do. V-Tune, did he even use Blade Mail?
Did not. It's off cooldown.
What's the chasing? Clockwork from the right-hand side, looking for that hookshot initiation. Queen of Pain also looking for this lineup with the Sonic
sold
Waves of
Blade
Slark,
Mail.
BKB. They jump in onto Seb. There's the Eclipse though, always gonna fly, it's gonna fall as Sumail with a double kill. Now Slark focusing onto the Beastmaster, but he can't get a single bloody kill. Chen blocks the pounce, so Seb can escape. And now OG, they can turn and face up against FTM with the buybacks flowing through, the Radiant trying to extend this fight, but Saxa with a great Fisher catching up the Slark, and GG is called. Game 2. 24 minutes, OG playing a very swift, decisive, aggressive lineup, and Queen of Pain self-fuels in the middle of 5 heroes as the game ends.
Again, disruption.
Looks
Yep.
like it. Disruption into Bloodright. They've got the Breathe Fire, Dual Breath, not Breathe Fire. Mid one's just gonna walk this one down and get the first blood. 5 pure damage, and it's set up like with this disruption perfectly. Very difficult for this top lane now for FTM. Oh, mid one. Trying to face
Top
off against
lane.
Iceberg with a Fairy Fire. Top lane, they're trying to kill off the Undying. Mid one's about to fall.
lane.
Mid lane, Iceberg does get the kill. Barely survives and swaps the salve in now so he can heal, while top lane always want to fly.
This build on Queen of Pain, where you get a point in Shadow Strike and 2 points in Scream of Pain to secure the creeps. Like Dragonite can't really kill you, so there's no point in getting a blink.
Rubik coming into mid lane, the blink in from Iceberg, lift him up. Sonic Wave's ready for Iceberg as they drop the Tombstone down and clear up mid one. Sumail though arriving with a time lapse, looking for the bash. It's gonna come, of course it will. Sumail with that rotation, finding the trade back, and Queen of Pain feels like a much more high priority target than the DK with the Chrono on the Undying. They want the bonus kill. Always want to fly with a Decay and a stick is not gonna finish. Not gonna allow him to survive. Switching targets now onto the Rubik as No-Tail does land the Ice Path, so this is mid one. Able to get the Dragon Tail. Bounty runes being taken up by OG and a little freebie Rubik kill as well. Always want to fly. He's been left alone again to die. He's got no boots. He's got a windlace, but he's not fast enough to run away from Seb. He drops the tombstone on the high ground. Soul rips up, trying to survive. It looks like Aloha Dance with the telekinesis will buy some more time, but always on fly, burnt with the macro fire. And there we go. Undying down with the void, catching
Zoning Chrono.
Aloha Dance steals it.
Is Jakiro as a hero who has 2 zoning tools, Ice Path and Macropire?
Oh, disruption
Green
into
Chrono.
Blood right. They've got the silence on Iceberg. The damage not quite enough unless they get a bash here, but Sumail doesn't catch it. Saxable full thanks to that stolen chrono from the Rubik earlier on in the fight, but General has fallen to mid one. And in comes Sam with another Blood right. Nice Ice Path again, setting up beautifully for a kill on Rubik.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
I want to hear it down. Need bugs. Can he get the courier? There's a lot of courier.
Mid lane. Chainstun's not there. Iceberg blinks away, but they've got Chrono just to pop onto the Queen of Pain. Time dilation comes out, and the Maelstrom striking down, and Sumail finds position 2 from FTM. But OG, look at how tight OG are. They have 4 heroes, literally just like the human centipede, walking up to the high ground, banish into Soul. Yeah, they've got it. Blood right there for the silence. Nice little catch on Weaver, but the Sonic Wave is better from Iceberg. Ice Path comes out from the Rubik as it's stolen and killing off Seb and Saxa. Drag up the DK, but what's the stun remaining now? It's a Dragon Tail from DK onto DK. As Morphling waveforms forward, and that's going to be the end of mid one.
It's a very nice executed. Go for objectives.
And they find Rubik behind the tier 2. FTM drop the tombstone and Time Walk out saves the Rubik that kills Sumail straight off the bat with that E-Blade. Focusing tombstone, mid one's here trapped in the middle of 3, and FTM with a double kill on V-Tune, they are finding their stride. 4 in a row, chasing now onto the final hero. They want the team wipe, but I don't think they're going to get it. Seb is incredibly speedy.
Bounty runes.
OG sticking around mid, but the dire scan does catch a glimpse of them. They've jumped onto the Queen of Pain with a chain stuns from Dragon Tail Ice Path. A bit of heal there and a BKB. Iceberg gets himself out, but a two-man chrono. Sumail, it's been stolen by Aloha Dance, who pops it down onto 2 of OG, the DK, BKB, and Seb stuck inside. As Sumail TPing out, they finish off mid one with a Sonic Wave, and Seb, they're chasing forward. Bloodseeker, TP, cancelled by V-Tune, stun him up with the Adaptive Strike, and finish him with that E-Blade. Seb, No-Tail, mid one. They're going to try and catch Iceberg and V-Tune. They're both stood up together, alone and dead, with their Ice Path down. Morphling gets blown up. Iceberg's BKB TP will be successful back to Fountain. Lurking around in the area somewhere. Smoke popped from the tree line. They jump the morph, but he's got his strength morph off. As the Blood Right Ice Path do land on V-Tune, he's been time-lapsed back to about half HP. Now the turn with a Tombstone and a good Sonic Wave. They kill off the Radiant Courier as mid one's BKB trying to defeat the Tombstone, but the lift onto Sumail. He's getting blown up before he gets his BKB off. Finally Satanic healing through it all as they take down Iceberg's Queen of Pain. So close to killing off that Faceless Void, but always want to fly will be the second one to die here as FTM losing out in that team fight.
Queen of Pain has buyback. Who's controlling the outpost? It's Radiant.
Oh, they've got the stun though, Talent's back. V-Tune kept alive by General. They jump in and kill off Seb, but the Chrono down and Morphling, the Soul Catcher, annihilating his HP pool. He might have to buy back now. The Queen of Pain did come back into the fight. She has Sonic Wave ready, but she couldn't TP to Outpost. You were absolutely right, there's nothing here for Iceberg to move towards, and they've lost 3 heroes in a row, buying back on all of them, as General slain with no buyback on him.
OG 10 gold for buyback.
With a massive team fight victory, V-Tune sprinting forward with a time dilation, not just about catching onto mid one. Disruption. Blood Right, Dragon Tail not coming, V-Tune BKBs chasing mid one with the bashes now, always want to fly, he's in the midst of it all. Aloha Dance does time lapse back. Sumail focuses down the Undying, who buys back himself, but it's the Morphling with the Ice Path macro player. OG, they catch them both with No-Tail Jakiro. Sumail, he needs to get on a target. He's being dropped low with a Sonic Wave for like the 4th time this fight. Iceberg, the Aghanim Scepter, paying off dividends, and V-Tune with a double kill. Dragon Tail onto Rubik. Nice time lapse back. Time dilation. Does catch out Sumail with a stun there. He's being disabled pretty consistently, but he's going to time walk over to the right-hand side. Weaver and Rubik caught in the chrono as VTune focuses down the mid one DK, who was focusing down the tombstone, but the disruption saves mid one. Sumail and Sep still looking for targets to jump on. 2 supports down on FTM as the DK buys back, and the Queen of Pain has to blink away. VTune does still have the Aegis, but now he's been isolated. The Morphling in Faceless Void mode is trapped all alone, tries to go for the Waveform TP. They've killed off Iceberg now as the Morphling
Of Pain.
escapes.
Are they going for tier 4s? Yeah. Blood Rage. It's just huge amount of damage.
Dragon Form's ready for mid one. They jump Sumail. Time walk away, that E-Blade damage, and a time lapse back. The
Aegis is gone in a
kept
second.
alive. They do lose the Aegis in a second, and Tombstone focused down by Sumail. Jumping General now with the time dilation and the Blood Right, not quite connecting with it, but they've got the Rupture on him, and General down for 100. VTune, he's got so much on his plate now, trying to deal with mid one. The Dapper Strike and the Fade Ball, no buyback on DK. So they do get him for 2 minutes now, but always on a fly. Focused by Seb. Sumail still whacking away at the Morph, with the Bashes coming through. He E-Blades himself, trapped inside the Blood Right, but he waveforms back into the fountain now, and it looks like the tier 4s and the throne flies found by the Dragon Tail of mid one. TPing to Outpost, but he's kind of isolated here. Oh, VTune doesn't get the kill on No Tail. Jakiro blinks away yet again. They stun up always on a fly, focusing the Undying as the Void in on with the Chrono. The 2 cores they caught out. The stolen Chrono
There's
for
the
low.
time lapse.
What
We
can you
use it
do with
on-
it? Absolutely nothing. Where's the Weaver? No time lapse. They'd have to buy back on the Morphling. Queen of Pain 5 versus 4.
Is under attack.
Looking for the second lane of barracks. They do get a good bit of burst onto the Dragon Knight now. Holding his BKB for that waveform forward. VTune jumping in the chrono from the Rubik. Yes,
Morphling's
it
inside the
catches a
chronosphere.
number of Radiant Heroes, but the
Time
Morphling
lapse.
can't do damage into it. Time lapse him back. Now focusing with the Queen of Pain self-fuels. No BKB for her. She's got to blink away. Turns around, has Sonic Wave to line up. The Blood Right will zone back FTM.
That magic wand into your backpack.
The big
It is
man, half
time.
HP. Sumail and Seb in the pit. VTune comes in with a stun onto the Morphling. Dragon Knight stops him in his tracks until the time lapse back gets VTune out of danger. The Tombstone drops on the high ground as they try and blow up Sumail with the Sonic Wave. Not enough damage. He's Satanic up. He's healing back up and focusing all on a fly with another time lapse. They send the Undying back to safety, but the 2 cores are focusing down until the fear. The fear from the Queen of Pain. It's stopping OG from focusing the Undying. Another time lapse. It keeps always on a fly alive a second longer, but FTM have got the big target until the disruption. Saxa saves Sumail. Time walk back up to the north. Iceberg with another fear. Scream, but
Sumail's still
keeps him
alive.
in, but he's turned with a bash. The Yule Scepter up on the quad. Mid one comes in with a Dragon Tail, but doesn't land it. Iceberg, TP, blink away. Always focused down and bounced into the ground. OG. Kill the Queen of Pain, and General will follow her into the grave.
Or just go for tier 4 towers. 50 seconds, Queen of Pain, Undying. Whew. Just disappears.
Dire's middle tower.
And those time lapses on Undying are really not that good. You know, he's low
Sumail.
HP for a very long time.
Tries to get the 2-man chrono. VTune will get back to Fountain, but OG's so strong right now. Macroplier there, No Tail zoning them all out. General time lapses himself, but still falls. No buyback on him, and Sumail with that time walk bash clears up the Rubik. Into the Fountain they go. They are diving Lacoste with Aegis and
That's it.
Satanic. It is good game, well played. FTM, after a well-thought series, very, very close to taking down OG here, but the resilience of the OG boys coming out on top in the end.
Very nice series to watch.